Voice of the People 92.3 FM, we don't deal with the props. We don't deal with the near say. We contextualize issues. We put in proper perspective these issues and logically break them down so you listening can have an adequate understanding of what things happening around you entails. And then when you're having conversation amongst yourself, you're coming from an unbiased, objective, and intellectual perspective. That's what we do right here on Voice of the People 92.3 FM. We educate ourselves. And another thing we do is we amplify and resonate your voice so that the government of the day understands your needs, your cry, your pain, and literally does something about it. You people think that we talk here most of the time, we shout and make all statements. They listen. They're paying keen attention. And hopefully they'll do what they're supposed to do because that's why they were elected into the position. Then sometimes as well, when they wake up from their deliberate slumber, we commend them for the effort they put in putting the plight of Nigerians as their priority. Ladies and gentlemen, I officially welcome you to the Evening Rush. Kindly join us. We do this audio visual, so you can join us on YouTube right about now, and we're streaming live, and we'll put in context some events that happened in 2023 and how there is a possibility that maybe something similar may occur in 2027. I'm also going to be speaking with a former presidential aspirant and somebody who has the interest of Nigeria at heart, who will be breaking down some of the endemic issues I'll be discussing right here as a front burner on the Evening Rush. My name is Esther Mwachukwu, Estiq Media on YouTube. Yes, you can go into YouTube, subscribe, ESTIQMEDIA, to have the back end conversations. This the kind of deep talk that we may not actually speak because this is a national radio station. So there's some things we can't say. Our idea is to make sure that there is unity in the country and keep the pulse of the nation together. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has expressed confidence that Nigeria will emerge stronger amid recent threats by the US President Donald Trump, assuring that his administration is addressing the matter with seriousness and depth. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mr. Mohammed Idris, disclosed this today after a routine meeting with the president at the presidential villa in Abuja. Idris said the president remained calm and focused, adopting a multi-pronged diplomatic strategy to manage Washington's concerns through dialogue, coordination, and transparency. He explained that the government prefers constructive engagement over inflammatory rhetoric, noting that new communication channels have been opened with international organizations to foster a better understanding of Nigeria's security reforms. The minister revealed that the president has continued to meet with Christian and Muslim leaders to strengthen national unity and counter divisive narratives. He added that relevant government agencies are actively working to address both domestic and international concerns through sustained dialogue and collaboration. Idris strongly refuted claims of religious persecution in Nigeria. He described such allegations as absolutely false. He says Nigerians must look deeper and reflect on our unity. This is not a time for division or rhetoric, but a time of nation building. The Nigerians are asking the question to the Minister of Information that who is dividing the country? Is it the government or its people that it governs? With the kind of attitude, gesture, aura, and disposition from the government, are you uniting the country, or with your political ambition, are you dividing the country? That's the questions that a couple of Nigerians are asking. And then also, we do know that there was a supposed jailbreak today. Let's take a look at that because it's quite surprising. A jailbreak in Borno, 9 Nigerian army personnel detained over links to Boko Haram terrorist escape. The Nigerian military suffered yet another security breach as 9 soldiers escaped from the military guard room at Mai Malari Cantonment in Maiduguri, Borno State. Mai Malari Cantonment is the Nigerian Army barracks and the headquarters of the Nigerian Army's 7th Division. Now, top security sources disclosed to Sahara reporters that most of the escaped soldiers were arrested by the military over alleged links to the Boko Haram terrorism. Isn't that interesting? What a coincidence. Oh, interesting. Okay. The source added that one of the escaped soldiers had been recaptured while efforts are ongoing to locate and apprehend the remaining 8. How do soldiers escape from a guard room without the input of the person who is meant to guard them? What? What are we talking about? Okay. I'll be asking my analysts this question today. Now, you do know that in the past, the former Chief of Defense Staff, General Leo Irabo, had condemned the increase in cases of military personnel aiding and abetting terrorists and bandits in the country. Irabo, while in active service, had in a letter sent to all commanders of various operations and exclusively obtained by certain media organizations, asked them to sensitize their officers on the implication of collaborating with the enemy. Now, you do know that a soldier was arrested by a covert intelligence team for conniving with a confirmed terrorist informant known as Baba Gana Kura in Bama local government area, Borno State. The arrest of these personnel are indicative of inside action that has continued to aid the adversary, pertinently with immediate or potential impact on operations. In 2022, a personnel named Lance Corporal Abdullahi Jibrin, an instructor with the Nigerian military battalion in Gaidam, Yobe State, committed suicide. He took his life after he was arrested for allegedly conniving with Boko Haram insurgents who attacked Yobe communities recently. Jibrin, who disappeared from his duty post, was said to have been cited amongst the Boko Haram terrorists that attacked Gaidam town in the same year. Military sources had said the soldier was tracked by Army Intelligence Unit and was found in Gashua, some 100 kilometers from his duty post. Interesting. Now, China has warned Trump against troop deployment in Nigeria. You know that Nigeria and China actually do have a healthy collaborative relationship. There's a bilateral relations between Nigeria and China. China is one of the major investors in Nigeria's economic space, and so they have spoken. The People's Republic of China has said it firmly supports the Nigerian government as it leads its people on the development path suited to its national conditions. While they were addressing journalists today in Beijing, the spokesperson for China's foreign ministry, Mao Ning, said, as Nigeria's comprehensive strategic partner, China firmly opposes any country using religion and human rights as an excuse to interfere in other countries' internal affairs and threatening other countries with sanctions and force. Ms. Ning was answering a question on U.S. President Donald Trump's threat of carrying out military action in Nigeria over alleged persecution of Christians. She also responded to the report that Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was seeking military equipment from China, Russia, and Iran to prepare for possible attacks by the US. She also used the opportunity to reiterate that China opposes moves that undermines peace and stability in the Latin America and the Caribbean region and oppose unilateral and excessive enforcement operations against other countries' vessels. Well, let's get in context precisely. What could be the reason why Trump made the statement he made? That's one. Two, who was the first person that initiated this conversation about Christian genocide in Nigeria? Who were the first set of persons to do that? Three, another question that we're going to ask ourselves, even if we have actually talked about it during the World News at 6, is there a genocide in Nigeria? And why is there a measure to supposedly marinate the truth about the security structure, the vacuum, and the nonchalancy from those who are meant to be responsible for securing the security of Nigeria? We're going to answer, our analyst is going to speak on those three questions. Now, another breaking information. Again, this has seriously woken up the military, our intelligence unit, and it is good. If this is what it took to put fire under the ANUS, then it means that this was what was needed to wake up whatever slumber they deliberately found themselves in. And the reason why I'm making that statement is that the Department of State Services has terminated the appointment of 115 workers. This was made known in a statement released today by the DSS on its official social media page and website. The Secret Police noted that the affected workers were sacked as part of ongoing reforms in the service. service. One would say it is actually due. It therefore warned members of the public to avoid dealing with the affected personnel who have been dismissed from service. Now, there have been talks about certain intelligence information being put out there. One of the platforms, Sahara Reporters, actually does have sources, and I don't know if the Nigerian intelligence unit is happy with some information that is supposedly meant to be secret being put out there for the press to know or for Nigerians to know. But others believe that there are leakages in the Nigerian security architecture that releases information to terrorists out there and mutilates the effort of the security agents in routing out these terrorists who have literally decided to desert communities and take over the lands of the persons who reside in this area. Meanwhile, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Toga, has revealed why Nigeria cannot persecute anyone on religious grounds. You recall that Kwankwaso tweeted immediately about the situation with the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, and one of the senators in the US said, "You were the first governor during your time to institute Sharia law." So the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Toga, has disclosed why the Nigerian government cannot persecute any citizen on the basis of religion. He spoke in Berlin. Now, most of them have been speaking to the international media. According to them, they're trying to correct the narrative that there is a Christian genocide in Nigeria. So they're trying to supposedly engage with their foreign media counterparts so that the narrative about Nigerian going through a Christian genocide is not what it is, but rather we're going through general insecurity. That is, this elements of Lucifer or this elements of Satan are not targeting one religion, they're targeting all, and they are actually asking for collaborative efforts with countries that can help them with military weapons in routing out and fighting these guys. Okay, meanwhile, his remarks is coming after the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, and you know that Trump has accused the government of failing to curb attacks against Christians. So we'll be looking into that. The situation about Nigeria being designated as a country of particular concern will continue to resonate and need to be amplified because we'll be getting information updates about it. Okay, meanwhile, I'm sure a couple of you remember Valentine Ozigbo. Valentine Ozigbo is very interesting. Now, he has actually come out to say something which I consider to be quite funny. I don't know if it's funny for you. The former Anambra State governorship aspirant, Valentine Ozigbo, has opened up on the reason he left the Labour Party to the APC. He explained that his defection was a difficult decision, but disclosed that he loved Anambra State. He acknowledged the disappointment and anger that followed his defection, but disclosed he felt betrayed in the Labour Party. According to him, he was fully committed to the Labour Party at the height of its popularity in Anambra State and actually enjoyed overwhelming grassroots support within the obedient movement. But he said the independent online polls conducted at the time reflected massive public backing for his candidacy, adding that he polled over 90% of the votes in two separate surveys on preferred governorship and party candidates. He, however, alleged that internal betrayal and sabotage within the Labour Party leadership derailed his ambition. He claimed that rather than ensuring fairness, the party's leaders orchestrated a process lacking transparency. So he says all he needed was a level playing field, okay? Not a coronation. But what unfolded revealed a troubling reality. The very culture that was condemned by the party in 2023, which gave it a rise, whereby the party polled about more than 6 million votes, had taken root there, and in some cases even deeper. He said that his departure from the party exposed internal weaknesses that ultimately crippled its structure in the state. So others now asked, now that you decided to leave the Labour Party and you went to the APC, were you not betrayed there as well? That's a question that he asked Valentine Ozigbo. Yes, we're looking into that as well in the course of the conversation. Meanwhile, you do know that the president declared a state of emergency within the military institutions. It's not surprising to hear the DSS actually say they've sacked 115 workers and advising the public not to have anything to do with them. We'll also be looking at the political angle to the supposed jailbreak that recently took place in one of the northern states, whereby the security breach was exposed in Borno State. We're going to look into that as well. I'm going to be speaking with I will call him a political, national, and social affairs commentator. He was once, let's just say, he is in a political party. Obviously, he was also a presidential candidate at the time. His name is Martins Onovo. Martins Onovo is a former presidential candidate of the National Conscience Party and head of policy positions at the Movement for Fundamental Change. Recently, he shared his insights on several critical national issues. Onovo discussed the off-cycle elections in Imo, Kogi, Bayelsa State, and also actually lent his voice to the recent designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern and the state of insecurity. Also, he's going to be speaking as one who is in the opposition. What exactly have they been doing, and why is there supposed death or silence from that angle? We'll be speaking with Martins Onovo very soon. In the meantime, I actually have right here with me Mr. Lawal Ekundayo. Mr. Lawal Ekundayo, thank you for joining us today on the Evening Rush. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm very certain that you have a lot to say this evening.
Yes, I believe so.
You believe so? I trust you. You look calm. By the time you start, your fire, we will start seeing the fire in your personnel, in your aura. We'll take a very short break, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of stay with us. And then, obviously, when we return, we'll start off with the conversation on the Evening Rush. All right, welcome back. This is still the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Mr. Martins Onovo, thank you so much for joining us today, sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
It's been quite a while, Mr. Martins. I haven't really been hearing your voice and reacting to issues of national interest.
Well, we just spoke to Nan this week.
Okay.
About the Trump decision to classify Nigeria as a country of particular concern, and that was carried by many outlets. So
yeah, I saw that recently.
We are in the public space. We're here.
All right, Mr. Martins, let's head on to the conversation. For now, it will definitely occupy most of the media channels, the situation of insecurity. I am sure you do know that insecurity did not start now. It got worse, actually, during the administration of, late Muhammadu Buhari. And it became more prominent, actually, with the administration of Jonathan. But obviously, the administration of Buhari was meant to curtail that and diffuse, the propensity of these individuals, but it got worse, and there was a supposed lack of empathy or emotional response to what Nigerians were going through at the time. Now, the administration of the president, a lot of Nigerians were kind of positive about him. They felt that he would actually work on this, but that's not the situation that we're experiencing. And now Trump has decided to designate Nigeria a country of particular concern. But here is what troubled quite a number of Nigerians. There are some segment of the public who believe that regardless of the differences Nigerians may have amongst themselves, being that we're a very peculiar nation, that we're supposed to speak with one voice and not allow the US, especially by Donald Trump, call us a disgraced country and threaten to invade our country. That regardless of our different political or religious leaning, this is the time for all of us to speak in one voice and denounce Trump's statement, and also call out Trump not to interfere with Nigeria's affairs. Other segment of the populace were jubilant and happy for what Trump did. To them, they believe that, yes, this is what they have been asking foreign counterparts to do for them, to highlight the death, to highlight the carnage of certain elements orchestrating the supposed imbroglio in Nigeria as it concerns security. But I want to understand your own perspective to this. What's your take with the diverse perception to the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, and Trump saying that he would actually truncate any aid coming to Nigeria if the Nigerian government does not do something about it?
Well, I think we are disgracing ourselves if we are waiting for Trump to tell us to protect our own people. So it's not about saying Trump called us a disgraced nation. I think we're disgracing ourselves. So that's my perspective to it. we do not need Trump to tell us to protect our people, but we have not been protecting our people. That's clear. Do I believe there is a Christian genocide in Nigeria? Yes, I do. Are Muslims also being killed? Yes, I know. And I don't see any contradiction between the two sides.
Okay.
I don't think anybody should be killed. No pagan should be killed. No traditionalist should be killed. No Christian should be killed. No Muslim should be killed. And that is the standard we should set for ourselves. Not somebody says there's Christian genocide, another person says there's Muslim genocide too. Does Muslim genocide justify Christian genocide? It does not. But that is the level we have sunk to, where we have banished morality and everything must be politicized. So, are we a disgraced nation? I think that we should look at it and ask ourselves if we're a disgraced nation instead of just saying Trump called us a disgraced nation. Because what kind of a nation cannot protect its people? What kind of nation borrows irresponsibly and recklessly? What kind of nation advertises and exports corruption? So we should look at ourselves and not just say Trump said, Trump said.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yes, Mr. Martins. In as much as that's where you stand on, the Minister of Information has revealed to Nigerians that the president is actually focused and he's not worried, he's not panicked. He's actually trying to do the needful in having to douse this narrative, supposedly correct the narrative from the American government, and that the president is adopting a multi-pronged diplomatic strategy to manage Washington's concerns through dialogue, coordination, and transparency, and that the government is preferring a constructive engagement over inflammatory rhetorics. He noted that there is a new communication channel being opened with international organizations. You recall that there were some countries that there were no representatives, no Nigerian representatives, that is like foreign ambassadors that were meant to be there, and it took what Trump did for that channel to be opened. Why do you think it took that long for the government to designate certain personnel in some of these spaces, these areas that there was a vacuum that may have actually spoken immediately this happened?
Well, I think this is deceitful. I do not agree with the Minister of Information. And I also think it is wrong to attribute this situation to Trump. The discussion and the justification.
All right.
I want to remind you, if you're patient, that Hadia Najatu Mohammed said she spoke with Jagaban Tinubu about insecurity in the north. And that Jagaban Tinubu told her that if I fight insecurity, they will kill me. So he needs to respond to that. The Minister of Information needs to respond to that. The Minister of Information needs to respond to General Danjuma, who said that the armed forces are not neutral. They are conniving with the armed bandits that are killing people. That is General Danjuma that commanded those armed forces. So you can't say it's one conductor in Ojuelegba that said it. This is General Danjuma who commanded the same armed forces. Now, Commodore Kunle Olawuni said that the government is not serious.
Okay.
They already know the people. So are you saying that a former military intelligence general does not know what he's saying? Commodore Olawuni is a former military intelligence general in defense headquarters. So he has the information. He has the verified intelligence. And he said the government is not serious. That the government already knows the people. Now, General Usman, retired former Army Public Relations Director, said that the insecurity is persisting because there's a lack of political will. So all this saying Trump said, why are we always in denial? We have insecurity, we have corruption, we have economic challenges. Yes, we are sitting in one of the most gifted countries in the whole world. Then we keep finding excuses. And then we now want to say Trump is our problem. This is irresponsible. That's what it is. Why are we not accepting responsibility? If you reject responsibility that is due to you, that is irresponsibility.
So, Mr. Martins Onovo, you're telling me
Yes.
that one of the things that the president has said, based on what Naja Ato said, was that if he does try to eradicate this guy, that they will kill him. But the president has told us on several occasions that he doesn't have any cabal, and he has the independence of thought, the mental acuity to deal with issues. So, if that is the case, will the
Yes, go ahead,
if that is the case, Mr. Martin Sonovo, what should he do? I don't understand what he meant by they will kill him, because it's scary
Well-
for him to have made such a statement at this time. Is he afraid of this
Okay.
terrorists? Do they occupy his government? I thought he occupied himself with his people. I understand him occupying his close associates with persons that he can trust. So, in what way that would be? In what way can that be possible?
Before I respond to that, I want to also add that El Rufai said that the government of Jagaban, Tinubu, if you call it a government, the regime, is empowering bandits with payment.
El Rufai.
El Rufai.
Well, he talked about that this is what it was a way of trying to resolve the insecurity in the individual states of these governors.
So, you think El Rufai is wrong?
No,
You
I'm not
think
saying he's
Najat
wrong.
Mohammed is wrong?
No, I'm not saying they're wrong, sir. We're just trying to have clarity. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. The governors themselves have
Okay.
come out to say it, that they try to have peace deals with these governors, these terrorists, give them money, promise them foreign education, build houses for them, give them some social amenities so that they can stop killing their people. It's not a lie. It's not hidden. The governors have said it.
So good, you have admitted that. And in your own opinion, that is non-kinetic approach. In El Rufai's opinion, it is empowering bandits. In my opinion, the government is the sponsor of the terrorists. Quote me. My name is Martin Onovo. Hello.
I'm listening to you. I want you to continue. You said I should quote
Okay,
you.
good.
Yeah.
Now, let me go further. There were court trials in Dubai about Nigerian terrorists. People were indicted. We know their names. What has the government done? Nothing. Alhaji Kawu Baraje, people don't, because the media did not celebrate his name. That is the backbone of APC. Alhaji Kawu Baraje is the backbone of APC. Alhaji Kawu Baraje was the leader of the new BDP that joined APC. Alhaji Kawu Baraje confessed that APC imported the terrorists. The media is still looking for evidence, so you have been looking for 15 years. Keep looking. Keep looking. When the mass media was mass media in Nigeria, the media will write editorials based on evidence. Now you're asking the same questions. Since what year? Let us keep asking the questions. Now, the police in Plateau arrested a terrorist headsman. He had a Nigerian army rifle. And we don't see a link. Sunday Jackson was on his farm. He was attacked on his farm. He defended himself. The Supreme Court convicted him. And you say the government is not complicit? Excuse me? Where are the killers of Deborah? We saw them in a video. Deborah Yakubu.
Yeah.
Their faces were shown in a video. All of them disappeared. We couldn't catch one. Nobody is held accountable. We see in the news the same bandits who are responsible for killing thousands of people. They come and hold meetings with government. Did Sheikh Gumi not tell us that security people are accompanying him when he goes to visit the bandits? So what story are we telling? What excuse are we finding for this regime? The APC, put me, is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. The evidence is superabundant. Anybody denying it is either an imbecile or is complicit.
Okay, Mr. Martins, please let's not use certain words on national radio. Okay, I understand how passionate.
Well, deal with facts. Tell me which fact you disagree with. Deal with facts.
No, I am not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying let's be careful with the kind of words we use on the platform. We have teenagers listening to the conversation. They also want to get educated with what is going on around them. Mr. Martin Zenovo, the Nigerian...
Let us not get educated with the blood of people.
Obviously, I'm just saying with the certain words and phrases that you use, okay, it's very important that we are able to be quite circumspect with certain word usages in describing the scenario.
I've quoted people you can verify.
Okay.
I have listed facts that are publicly verifiable.
Mm-hmm.
The Dubai trial is there. It was a court trial. It was not a tribunal trial. The evidence is clear.
Okay. Mr. Martins, the Nigerian military suffered another security breach. 9 soldiers just yesterday escaped from a military guard room at May Malari Cantonment in Maiduguri, Borno State. The Nigerian Army barracks and the headquarters of the Nigerian Army 7th Division report, basically there was an information that was leaked to Sahara reporters about this particular, escape. Now, the question is this. These persons were allegedly to be involved in arms trafficking to terrorist groups operating in Nigeria's northeast. And it's quite funny because you recall the Kuje prison break where top Boko Haram persons were actually released from Kuje prison. So how did some elements linked to terrorism who were undergoing investigation released? They say they've only caught one person without any informant and enablement from within the military ranks in that particular cantonment.
That is the point I was trying to make when you try to caution me. And that point is the clear, incontestable fact that the APC is the direct sponsor. When you talk about government, it's an APC government. Awubaraje said they imported the people. Now, the people escaped from government territory. The people imported by APC escaped from APC government territory. And you can't see the link? Maybe I have a mental problem. Maybe. I think the link is crystal clear. The APC imported the bandits. The APC arrested and caught the bandits, and the bandits escaped.
Mr. Martins. Okay. Mr. Martins. Wow. Your sarcasm is quite contagious. Interesting.
What? The facts are clear. Okay. I have quoted military people. I didn't quote a corporal. I have quoted national intelligence generals. How much evidence do you want? This thing is very clear. In the past, the journalists, the mass media people will do editorial and this matter will end. Okay, a few months ago, before Trump came with his country of particular concern, which if you read the requirements, then you will know that we have clearly met it. There's no question. We have exceeded it. So we should actually even be thanking Trump. But where I agree with the government is that the insecurity is complex.
Yeah.
And part of the complexity is this internal sabotage. Don't forget that the Americans claimed that when they wanted to rescue the Chibok girls, their strategy was they will gas bomb the camp. And everybody will be weak and sleep off. Then they will rescue the girls.
Yeah.
And when they mobilized for the attack and got there, they noticed the people were wearing gas masks. Who told the people to put on that coming?
That means information was leaked earlier. I think that's what the
whole thing is
about.
ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and I want to blame the mass media because I think the mass media has concealed these facts that I'm trying to point out. Because these facts are in the public domain. You don't need to be an intelligence official to know it. Commodore Lauli spoke in public. General Usman spoke in public. General Danjuma spoke in public.
But
so what information don't we have?
Mr. Martins, we do try with the mass media, but you heavily well know the censorship and the gagging. Otherwise they would say you're trying to create chaos in the country. We try to give the information as best as we can. That's just what we can do, okay? But I think you already understand what the onus is. Also,
no, I understand it, but what I'm saying, let us repeat the facts that are not in question.
In question, okay.
The Najat Muhammad video went viral. Anybody can watch it. What she said was very clear. The Aerofire allegation of paying bandits is in the public domain.
Obviously.
So how do you establish facts? You establish facts with trends. You establish facts with evidence of credible witnesses. That's how to establish. This is very clear. This is an APC thing. That's what it is.
Okay. Now, there have been talks that the opposition is supposedly patting the current government on the wrist. When this situation unfolded, a couple of supporters of the government felt that the opposition should take the side of unity, unison, and amplify the resonance of we're together. Then after we're done with Trump, we can come back to our divisive politics. But others made reference to the president when he was in opposition and how he took advantage of the security situation of the time and literally used the vulnerability of Jonathan to destabilize his government, particularly. But others felt that was the time, and now should not be the time for the opposition to politicize this. What is going on with the opposition? Do you think they are free to speak, or is there a way through which the opposition has been stringed by the current government?
Okay. Before I answer that question, okay. I need to tell you that I'm being very cautious. Because I don't think you understand that I ran in that 2015 election.
I know you did.
I know so many things that I cannot say in public. Facts, verifiable, that I cannot say in public. So if you think I'm not censoring myself, you are joking. I am trying to censor myself. That's by the way. To answer your question, the opposition may have been weakened. Yes. You saw what happened in the Labour Party. Yeah. You saw what happened in PDP. And you saw those ones because they were in the public domain. Many more are happening. But, yes, the opposition will not collapse. It cannot collapse. Let me tell you something Amechi said. Rotimi Amechi, former governor of Rivers. He said that the political space is closed. The media looked at that statement as normal politician talk. That statement is very deep. The statement is very deep. And I hope you understand that constitutionally, the Nigerian president is the most powerful president in the world.
Yes.
Because he has 5 positions. Chairman, Federal Executive Council, President, Commander-in-Chief, Head of State, Head of Government. He has 5 positions, only one person, which I support. No, I don't have any problem with that. Because if that power is used for development, the country will develop. But when you give it to a semi-literate who self-admitted on his INEC form, no primary, no basic education, no primary, no secondary, then what you see is what you get. And it happens to be that this same person is somebody who forfeited proceeds of narcotics trafficking. So where do you want to go with that? Now, what do you expect opposition to do when police accompanied APC talks to dislodge? It is the media that is supposed to do something, not opposition. Opposition has a meeting. Police come with talks and dislodge the meeting. What kind of jungle is that? You are saying Trump should not call us a disgrace nation. Are we not worse than disgraced? Dr. Festus Adedayo said every Nigerian should be ashamed. What is different from what he said and what Trump said? Have we not become shameless? What are we saying? Trump is right. We are wrong. The only way to do remedy is to first admit. We can provide security for our people. Right there we are saying Trump said, Trump said. What did Trump say that is different from what is happening? So the opposition cannot start a civil war if that is what you are expecting.
No, I'm not.
We are going
We're
to
not.
operate,
I am not asking in that regard.
We are going to operate within the civic space, and we expect the media to defend that civic space. Rotimi Amaechi said that the political space is closed. Then, Ganduje said everybody will endorse Tinubu for president. The same thing Abacha did. And you know that Tinubu was an Abacha acolyte. So he's using the military tactics of Abacha to become the candidate of all the parties at once. So when Rotimi Amaechi said the political space is closed, if the media did not understand it, they should have approached him or approached me. So, guys, explain what you mean by the political space is closed.
That's why you're here, to help us explain that, which is what you're doing now. So it's not bad.
That's exactly what it means. They will use government, abuse power and crush opposition. You saw what happened in Alimosho local government.
Yeah.
Party went to have party meeting. Police accompanied the talks to come and dislodge them. So who are you going to report to? If Tog attack opposition, opposition is supposed to report to police. Police are told to talk. Police has become a top organization. Put me. Let the police meet me in court if they are not a top organization.
Okay, Mr. Martins, you're really very vibrant today. You're giving it wutu. Well, I think that's a fact. That's the truth. At this point, we have to say it. Now, just barely 2 or 3 days, Trump made the statement. Several villagers are feared dead, while many others remain missing following a suspected herdsman attack on Anwule community in Oglewu, Ohimini local government area, Benue State. The attackers targeted farmers while they were working in their fields. They killed several with machetes and other weapons. The assault has actually forced residents to flee their homes, seeking refuge in neighboring communities. One of the problems the Nigerians had actually with this current administration was the fact that when these things happen, none of the security agents come to speak about this. They keep mute. Nobody, not even the aides or the spokespersons of the president, speak about it and elicit a form of empathy and make a reassurance that the matter will be investigated, and then those who actually committed this mayhem will be apprehended. There is absolute silence. It's the media that reports this unfortunate circumstance or this unfortunate event. So do you think that that sense of speaking in terms of expressing empathy to unfortunate incidents like this will actually come up? Do you think it will resonate? Do you think they would begin to implement such in speaking about it? Because the NSA recently said they do that.
If you look at the root cause for my analysis, I think that explains even this your question. Now, if I am the cause of the kidnap of a 17-year-old boy, and I come to express sympathy, it is deceitful. It is deceitful. When did Jagaba and Tinubu go to Benue? Chronologically, I think it was after P2B accused him of being aloof. Now,
or when the Pope actually made that statement on Sunday. The Pope was the first person that elicited concern and prayers for the victims at the time.
Oh yes, plus what the Pope said.
Yeah.
Now, is that he gets security reports every day. Now, we are saying Trump told you that your soup is not good. You that you ate the soup, didn't you know your soup is not good? Trump told you that there is genocide in your country. You didn't know. Okay, if you did not know, did the Plateau governor not use the word genocide?
Oh yeah, he did.
So why are you now saying Trump said?
No.
You see how we tell lies all the time. Why are you saying Trump said? the Plateau governor used that word, genocide, and he's not the only one who has been using it. The Benue bishop used the word genocide. So, what is genocide? If you look at the UN Convention on Genocide, the definition is clear. It's clear. Okay, these people killing people, they come shouting Allah's Akbar. What does that tell you? That tells you that they claim to be Muslims. Now, does it mean that Muslims are terrorists? No. But this particular terrorist shouting Allah Akbar is that they are Muslim, because if you see somebody shouting Ave Maria, he's Roman Catholic, like me. So, if these people are shouting Allah Akbar and they come to kill people, I expect the Muslims to condemn them. I gave a formula a few months back before this country of particular concern. And my formula was that the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, together with the Council of Imams and the Council of Ulama, should declare a fatwa against Islamic insurgents. Fatwa is the Islamic death sentence.
Okay.
If they had listened to me, this thing would have stopped overnight. Yes, because the Christians and the Muslims would have united to fight the insurgents. But if a Christian wants to fight the insurgent, the Muslim may think that, but they are my fellow Muslims. So this is leadership failure. What you are calling a government that I call a regime, they fail to deter, they fail to prevent, they fail to protect, they fail to arrest and prosecute. So what is that? What does the Constitution say? The primary purpose of government is the security and the welfare of the people. Where is the security of the people who are killed in Yewata and all over the place? Where is the security and welfare of the people who are killed in Bokos in Plateau State? Where is the security and welfare? And you call this a government? Continue calling it a government. This is not a government. Quote me. The Constitution clearly provides that it's not a government. The primary purpose of government is the security and welfare of the people. So how can you have a government? You don't have security, you don't have welfare. Poverty everywhere. And you say it's a government. Then we celebrate corruption. You say it is a government. Then you're waiting for Trump to tell you that you have insecurity. Excuse me.
All right, Mr. Martins, what would be your advice to the Nigerian government now? And how would you react to Daniel Bwala insisting that this whole statement made by the U.S. president tagging Nigeria a country of particular concern and insisting that there is a Christian genocide, that the whole thing was perpetuated by IPOB? That's what Bwala said on national television, that in 2016...
But Bwala, let me answer you by quoting Bwala.
Okay.
I like Bwala.
Okay.
I like Bwala. I like him very much. Let me answer you by quoting him.
Okay.
Daniel Bwala said that every human being, their brain works 24/7, 7 days a week, continuously. When they join APC, their brain stops working. I'm quoting Daniel Bwala. That's what has happened to him. I'm quoting him.
Oh my God.
I can send it to you. I'm quoting Bwala. That's my answer to him. When they join APC, their brain stops working. He has joined APC, his brain has stopped working. I'm quoting him. Unless he admits that he was wrong and he withdraws it. I'm quoting Daniel Bwala. He said that every human being's brain works until you join APC, their brain stop working. That is Daniel Bwala. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Martins, what would be your recommendation in the political space now? There's tension, supposedly. The APC as a party, they're trying to recalibrate. They have their propaganda weaponry and tools on social media to change the narrative. They have their different tactics. There's acidic, divisive politics being played. Do you think that the president is aware of this, or certain elements are just deliberately doing what they're doing to keep young Nigerians distracted?
Let me tell you, nobody can match APC in propaganda. Nobody. All of us put together cannot match APC in propaganda. So APC will always control the narrative, but they cannot change the facts. They were controlling the narratives when they lost the election woefully and had to declare fraudulent results. So they can continue controlling narratives. The facts are clear. What resources do you have to match their control of the narrative? They use both their party resources, they use public resources, abuse of office. So what resources do you have to match their narrative? Their narrative always prevails. They will drown you with their falsehood. But they were controlling the narrative in 2003 when they lost the election woefully. They lost in Bodilon, they lost in Ikeja, they lost in Lagos, they lost everywhere. continue to control narrative with propaganda. We are here. the facts speak for themselves. And let me tell you, don't forget that El Rufai was APC.
Yeah,
Kawubaraje was APC.
Yeah.
Sani Ulukman was APC. But the media is talking about people decamping every day, decamping from opposition to APC. They are not talking about the people decamping from APC to opposition.
Amechi too was an APC.
Was APC. Saraki was APC. But the media is only counting those who joined APC because something is on that side. Corruption is there. They're not counting those who left APC and came to opposition.
But if you look at the percentage, a number of persons who have joined the current party, there are many, like in the National Assembly now, and even amongst the state governors, it's literally 70%. So the APC literally is in charge. It almost feels like it's a one-party system. If you have 25 governors of the APC, 8 governors of the PDP, 1 ABGA, and 1 NNPP, then what are we saying? And there are talks that more of these governors will defect to the APC.
Hold on. They were in office in 2023 when they lost the election woefully. Ask them to bring the election results, not the forged one. The authentic one from the polling units. Bring only Lagos and you will see that APC could not get 15% of the votes in Lagos. Bring the authentic results, we have it. Bring it out. They couldn't get 15% in Lagos. They couldn't get 25% in Abuja. APC lost in Aso Rock. So what are you saying? You media people, you don't understand politics because you give the airspace to clowns like Wike. You don't understand politics. They lost in Aso Rock.
Mr. Martins, what did we do to you today? Oh, yeah.
No, please. No, it's not personal. I'm generalizing.
No,
it's not you.
I know.
Generalizing.
I understand.
I'm generalizing. Because I see Wike, he admitted on public TV that his wife owns property. His wife is a public servant who is earning less than $1 million a month. She owns property worth over $5 million in the US. It is Shawara that is writing petition. No media has done editorial of, Madam, how did you get the money? Madam, do you have business? If you have company, how much taxes do you pay with your company? Oh, madam, since you are a judge, are you taking bribe from litigants? How did you get all this money? The media has let that one slide, just like all these facts I'm reading to you. Kawubaraje's confession on insecurity. Then America that
even
has
resources, Sharif.
America that has resources has come to a conclusion that is clearly correct. And then we start our propaganda. What is that? Deal with the issues. The facts cannot be wished away. As America is complaining, the insurgents are continuing. The killings are continuing. Now they say it's IPOB. Does IPOB shout Allahu Akbar? IPOB is a peaceful organization, and the public policy of IPOB is non-violent. The public philosophy of IPOB and policy is non-violent. Does IPOB shout Allahu Akbar? So this is the why Boala is right when you say when you join APC, your brain stops working. His brain has stopped working.
All right, Mr. Martins Zonovo, thank you so much for giving us your time this evening. We sincerely appreciate you. You're quite intellectually deep and very engaging, and I really love your expressions this evening. Albeit, I think I took a brunt from your expressions this evening, Mr. Martins. And
please, it's not targeted at you. I say media, I'm talking about Nigerian media. I'm not talking about you or your medium.
All right. So we will do this sometime again this week, Mr. Martins. I do hope you'll be able to avail yourself. I really do enjoy interacting with you this evening, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome, sir. God bless you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Mr. Martins Zonovo, once a presidential candidate of the National Conscience Party. He's also an advocate, a human rights advocate as well, a political and social affairs commentator. We'll be taking a very short break. When we return, we'll be looking into an alleged audio leak of how elections were mutilated, and that there are talks that the same thing could happen in 2027. Do kind of stay with us.
Customer, welcome. What you want buy?
I wan buy changeover, cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get am. See am here.
No, now I'm looking for Slatter Star J cutout fuse and distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel.
But Oga,
Don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cutout fuse, Slatter distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover-wise pan foolish o. Slatter Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slatter Star J na you biko.
Welcome back. This is still the Evening Rush right here on Voice of the People 92.3 FM. My name is Esther Wachko. We just finished an interview with Mr. Martin Zanovo, and I have right here in the studio Mr. Lawal Ekundai. But before we proceed, let's take a listen to this supposed alleged leaked conversation between Wike and some persons during the 2023 elections in Rivers State.
Someone at the house. Politics.
No problem. No, wait, ask me. Hello?
I can hear you.
Ask me.
Huh?
But you know, when I come in tomorrow, we'll see you. I don't know which is close. I don't know when I will come. That's the problem. But go ahead with the mobilization, like I tell you on Saturday morning. Yeah? From all the central wards. Because none of us, they do election. So make sure we mobilize all the youth from the central ward. We have at least 1,500 youths.
Okay, no problem, sir.
We will come out. Yeah?
Okay, I will touch different villages now.
Yes, mobilize all. So that what we will do is that anywhere where they work out, they follow them the march.
Okay.
You understand me?
Okay, sir.
The time they see that we outnumber them 10 to 1, nothing they see do.
Nah, not true, no.
So go and touch the youth. I don't know how much we're going to give each community. Think about it. What will give all the youth groups for the community where they will all come out on Saturday morning.
Okay, sir.
You hear me? Think about it.
No. Politics with you, they move. No.
Let me know.
Okay. Good evening, sir. I'm attending trying to cut out into Port Harcourt, sir.
I'm asking you what the position
Okay, I thought you were asking where I was. We started our mobilization, sir. The usual recruitment of boys and all that, but we are also working on that, sir.
So if they do proper election, you will win.
Yes, sir.
Mobilize the people. They mobilize them. Whatever they want, that they will give to them.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Yes. Well, what happened?
Okay, I saw him this evening because they were in the situation room, so he couldn't come out. So he now gave me the 3 coordinators of the zone that are coming. So they texted me, right? They said they're coming tomorrow evening or Monday morning. So we agreed to see in Port Harcourt.
Coordinators of what?
You know, the EOs that are coming from 3 zones. 3 zones, one has. So the people coordinating the 3 of them, the 3, all of them, 3 of them, the one from Anambra, the Northeast, Southeast, and Plateau. So the 3 of them, they texted me and we made contact. So we talk when we get to the Port Harcourt so that they can assemble the others as they are coming in. So that's the move.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Have you called the person?
Yes, the first one will soon be here.
The what?
The first people will soon be here, the first group.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then who's the second group?
Shetima.
That's the plan.
Yes, the plateau 8, then 7. Yes.
Then you had when the started, because you had 5 for him, like we did for the afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, when that is coming.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir. We'll finish, and all of them have gone home safe.
All the third group.
All of them. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Are they happy?
Still happy.
The last one came with you.
He came with 4 people. Those ones we took time and put them in the boxes for them and carried it.
Came with the 4 who are part of them.
Part of his group, yes. Okay. The Anambra person, yes.
Okay. If we should start coming on.
All right. Hello, ma.
Yeah.
But there's money that Oga was giving today, and you didn't come. He gave all the people I saw. I don't know, maybe.
No, he didn't tell me to come now. Can you tell him?
This was private. I said, let me give him the phone.
In the day.
In the heat. I give him the phone so that maybe I wanted to tell you if it is.
Because the things are really tight.
No, he gave like some people 5, 10, just different stakeholders. Okay. So I was wondering that you left early now. That's why.
My brother, how good you now?
Just hold on. Let me just tell him that he wants to speak to him.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, yes, sir. Sir, I didn't see anything for AEOs.
No, they've given them. I told not to bother.
Okay, the thing is right though. What you give us?
No, madam, what we do was what the device improved. We'll give them. I don't want to talk this kind of work. We'll move on. They don't need to give those one.
Okay.
They don't need to give you know what I'm saying? Well, what we did was we had to have the many elections. That's where this one. But
you know, because of people, those boys, it's tight.
Well, but it's not that you're not going to use it. Only one now. What about the people who have 4
No, my local government is 7.
7 was?
Yes, sir.
How many units now?
35.
We are 65 units.
Yes.
We are 65.
No, but I have 7 wards. Sometimes 65 units can be 1 ward.
Well, that's what we can do. We'll call you back.
5 small things I'll give you for me now.
We'll call you back.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. There's an alleged conversation between certain persons, including the FCT minister now way back in, I think, 2023, and how elections were conducted and how things were done or how things were settled. And there are fears that the same thing may occur in 2027, especially now that most of them are in positions of power to influence and induce and supposedly use the security to actually commit. Mr. Lawal Kundaya, do you think that whatever this conversation is, because the FCT minister has never spoken on this actually went viral across several platforms. This conversation, a couple of persons say that it could have been forged. Maybe the FCT minister's voice could have been forged. It could have been supposedly digitally altered to sound like him, to supposedly indict him in this melee. But with some expositions that came during the time of the governor of Rivers State when he was suspended, we began to hear some of the loyalists at the time tell us categorically how they went about the elections in Rivers State and the political party that actually won the elections in Rivers State. When they began to have their internal wranglings, the truth started filtering out. My question to you, Mr. Lawal Kundaya, is the current political space as of now. You heard Mr. Martin Zanovo. He said we shouldn't blame the opposition. There's nothing they can actually do with the kind of stringent measures being applied by the current government of the day, that the only thing they can do is just to supposedly write or speak casually because they have their businesses, they have their livelihood, and they have their family. Do you think Nigerians have been offended with what would happen or with what is being said, the fear of how things will be conducted in 2027? Very briefly.
One thing is this. Even though we know that the political space is very, volatile, and we know what the current government is doing to opposition, to press, to silence anybody so that they can have everything for themselves. We see the way even the issue of Trump. You see the way instead of them to solve the problem, they were spending money going to find a way to repaint the image contrary to what is going on. Is it not you solve the problem? Someone has come up with a problem and you solve that. That's the way they see that. That's the way. To them, politics is everything.
Yeah.
Governance is politics to them. That's the way. But aside that, it is said in Yoruba that láti gba ọmọ lọ́wọ́ èkùrọ́ kò ń ṣojú bọ̀rọ̀. For you to no, láti gba ọmọ lọ́wọ́ èkùrọ́.
Láti gba ọmọ lọ́wọ́
èkùrọ́. Gba ọmọ.
Láti gba ọmọ èkùrọ́.
Yes.
Okay.
That means palm kernel. You know how hard it is if you want to you want to get the seed from inside the palm kernel. You know, for you to break that seed, the nut itself, you know, if you don't break it carefully, you smash everything.
Yeah,
and if you break it too soft, it will not break. So you have to be professional to break it. You get it? Now, this is the message for the opposition.
Okay.
You have to be professional. You are not new in the business. So, and then you believe that your ideology, your philosophy is better. Therefore, you need to never give up. Don't use that as an excuse.
Okay.
No, there's no excuse. It's like a student who is not feeling fine. Do you think Wike will suspend the exam because of you? That's it. So if you keep quiet, it is going to be rosy for them, for the opponent. It will be rosy if you keep quiet. If you feel intimidated, it's rosier for the opponent. And then you lose twice. You lose your face, you lose the election. So that is why you don't need to give up. They don't need to give up. You see, continue, re-strategize. I remember the time they didn't want to, you know what ADC went through before eventually it was stabilized a little. You know what they went through? They didn't give up. So, and then they got to that level. You can see that the president, you know, appointed a new INEC chairman and everybody was not happy except them. You know why? Because it is going to be business as usual.
Yeah.
The same thing that caused that problem is still the same thing that is going to happen. Because it's still the same system that is being used. That system that is not right is still going to be used. And what is it? That you are appointing INEC chairman. What about the electoral law that the INEC chairman will use?
Exactly.
We remember what the tribunal said, that is at the prerogative of INEC to either transmit a result or not transmit result. You remember that?
Yeah.
The machine, whether it is their prerogative. Is that not what we're supposed to immediately start working on? So that it will not be their prerogative. It will be their, mandate. It's something they must do. If you don't do it, then you are corrupt. But they are not doing that. It's the INEC chairman that we are electing, and after appointing the INEC chairman, as everything is going to be fine. We are going back to square one. It's like a cycle. We are circling back to that same problem. That's why people are saying they don't have confidence in INEC, because still the same thing. We've been complaining the same thing about during the time of Obasanjo. We complained it about during the time of Yar'Adua. You have even said it's going to do something about it. It was determined before something happened. The same thing about Jonathan, Buhari. Now the same thing we are having now. So it's getting worse. The solution is never, they don't even bother about the problem to fix the solution.
There are talks about inducement already ongoing, even the fact that it's not yet time for that kind of campaign. There is campaign of inducement. Okay, so there are some shop owners and markets market traders who say they tell them go to local government close to you with your PVC register, and they're giving money. They're giving out money. Now, I don't know if it is the relief effort. Remember the Minister of Finance, Mr. Wale Edo, said there are some cash transfers being given to the very poor of the poor, where they disbursed money. They're still continuing with that. So do you think that is the method through which they are giving the money? Because maybe questions be asked while you go to register your PVC and all, and it's a way of them authenticating or having data of the persons that they gave money to.
It's strange, I don't know, and I don't understand this Nigerian people. I don't. At the mention of money, you were already rushing to it. At the mention of palliative, you are already rushing to it.
But do you know that there is poverty in the land?
See,
People are hungry.
this is the thing that brought us into this poverty. When something is getting worse, that means you will be looking back that if I had not done that thing, I would not have got into this worst stage.
Yeah.
But you still keep doing the same thing now, the same inducement, the same money. You keep doing it over and over again. They'll tell you, I've seen people queue for rice. You see the queue from local government across over like 6 roads, major roads, to the other side in the sun, because they want to collect rice. Some because they want to give them 5,000. These people, most of them, they have their jobs, so they will abandon their work. They will go and queue because they want to collect money. By the time some of them will not even get it. By the time you get home in the sun, you trek. By the time you remove your transport fare, whatever, the feeding, you and the drug you are going to take because of the sun.
True.
And then you score that you are at a loss. But this same thing, we still do it again, and we still do it. Despite that, it's not working. It's keep putting us into this poverty. Each one put us into more poverty. Put us into they said go and register in a bank. They were going to send money. The question is, we already have account number now.
Register in bank. Register the local government.
Even there's one they simply said they should go and register in bank with their PVC and NIN number. What I saw them. There was wondering. It was later I heard about it. Now, for you, the question is, people already have bank account now. So why do you tell them to go and register again? You said they should go to local government. They already have back and they can just send. And then you verify because you already have an NIN with the bank.
Yeah.
And the bank gets all the transactions that come. So from that you can see who are very, very poor. Maybe 1,000, 2,000 is what is saving. You already know these are poor or whatever. So by that, then why do you need to go to the local government? You can see, because at that time, what you need to use your time for to generate the income you normally generate, you abandon it. You go and be looking for that. Then what benefit is that? This thing keep making us poor. I will believe that poverty is making us to do it. No, it's not poverty. It's our attitude that is making us do it, that makes us to be poorer. So it's our attitude which we need to change. Now, you see they will now come again with foodstuffs, money. They want to send 20,000 naira to you. They want to.
There's no specific amount.
I'm just saying. Let me say. They want to send 100,000 naira to you. They want to send this and that. Do they send that every month? Is it not once? Are you not going to go back to the poverty? So it doesn't take us anywhere.
Okay. It's time to get your reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely do apologize for not opening the phone lines on time. Please forgive us. The number to call is 080-3692-9933. That's the number, okay? And the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello. How are you? Good evening, sir.
It's Kubuko. I agree to your guest and Mr. Kundayo.
All right, thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. What is happening in Nigeria is a technical and tactical and a philosophical and a psychological program. Millions of Nigerians. Plateau. 2014, there was a Makopolo bombing in Southern Garikano. 2016, there was a Madala Centurita church bombing. 14th of April 2016, there was a Lugunot killing. So, now we do so I want Trump to even come this night, and I'm going to carry him visit those places where terrorists stay. Even Nigerians, when they tell me and you that Trump is coming for oil, that's how he invaded fake analysis tonight. from 1999 when I was 19 years till now. If I have collected anything from Nigeria government, may stone that trash me. I never see anything from them. So what is the essence of the oil for the masses? Is it not better make Trump come and they save our generation? Hey, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm listening to you, sir.
So what I want to tell you is say, let Trump come and they save us. Concerning election issue, where it plays for us. Every week they know. It was given at the 5 p.m. 25th of February 2023. They all visa. Then another will go 3 a.m. Some Nigerian media set of consulting us we connected the mango and tatase and the man might vote. But they are not for artists to talk. When we say tomorrow we make 3 votes, everybody say they reach result. As Nigerian media we proactive and they condemn Wike reach result. Now they say people when they talk another one say poverty we dey collect 5,000. So there is poverty. Nigerian political and operating poverty. Let me tell you, if I me, I will collect that one. And if I like, I will vote. If I like, I will vote. So I don't know Nigerians. Let you be proactive in talking about electoral reform and the transmission of result online. In conclusion, land the candidate don't have any escape to answer. You cannot go and kidnap him and do what we call extra international rendition. And you kidnap somebody and ask him to come and start trial. After killing 28 family members on the 15th of September 2017, Nnamdi Kanu don't have any case to answer. 22nd of October 2022, Nnamdi Kanu has been released for a Nigerian court unless our courts and the judiciary are useless. I want to make the case. I rest my case.
All right, Koboko, thank you for calling. Please, any other caller, let's be careful with the phrases or the choice of words we express on national radio. I know that we're all not happy, we're disappointed, we're in pain, we're really angry. I really can relate, trust me, but please help us. All right, we can pass across and ventilate with being careful, filtering our choice of words and expressing ourselves. All right. Thank you very much. 08036929933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, my sister. How
good evening, sir.
My sister, good evening. My name is one of the Chinaka. Yeah, I'm coming from Akapa.
Are you in the bedroom?
Yeah. Hello?
Are you in the bedroom?
I said, my name is one of the Chinaka Okoro. I'm calling you from Akapa. I don't have much to say. You know one thing? All these things where everybody's shouting and lamenting because what I'm seeing in this country is lamentation. The one thing is happening in this life is that people are just speaking like human beings that we are. But there's one thing they forget. There is something that governs the whole earth, which is the God Almighty. See, I don't know actually time now, but for the look of things, at least something after 8 or something to 9. But may I ask you, do you know what will be of you between now and the 11 o'clock today? Do you know? You can't. So they are talking like human beings. I am speaking with confidence. Let's watch. There is God that rules in the kingdoms of men and in the kingdoms of darkness. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Let's watch.
All right.
We are watching everything very closely. And we will tell, by the grace of God, these people will know that they are just ordinary human beings. They are like grass. You know grass? Grass in the morning, when the dews of the earth descend in the grass early in the morning, it will be blossom, flourishing. But when the sunshine come upon it, it will drift away. That is the way I'm seeing that. Let's watch.
All right, thank you very much for calling, okay? Thank you. 08036929933. The WhatsApp number is 0817 Good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome.
Good
evening, sir.
Well done. It is well.
Yes, sir. It is well.
What's the number, Mr. OK, calling from Aye to the Lagos State.
All right, Mr. OK, welcome. Please go ahead.
Number one, make Adepadero come and do our road between Ayabo and Ayetoro. It's very bad. Mr. Honestly, we have intelligent people in Nigeria. That's what I love about Nigeria. We have this man that spoke this movie, honestly. Yes. I don't know why those kind of people cannot get to the power. And which kind of country is this? The worst is don't go no go school and they rule Nigeria. And which kind of is it a cause? Is it a cause? Huh? Look at Mr. Akunda University, the people that matters. I don't know why. Maybe this thing that he said is true too, but when you cross the APC, no brain again, no.
No, it was what Mr. What's his name? Daniel.
I know, said, yeah. I know, that's what I'm saying, man, Mr. Yes, when I said it, and that is true too. Honestly, thank God for him. The truth is so glaring. You can't tell me that in a place like Benue, that's Christian dominated area, you kill 200 people, and you say it's nothing in a country. 300, and his president is still sleeping. Honestly, it's something else, but that one is gone. Honestly, on election, Ekunda has said it all. If INEC wants election to be transparent, or the president or anybody, they could have pushed for this amendment by now. You could do a law that the election must be transmitted from the polling unit. Any election that not transmitted will be cancelled. You will see that the true vote of people will count. People that have features and they will come on board to rescue this country. But this is this money bags, turn up and down doing business, say and doing buying and selling with Nigeria fusion, nothing will come out of it. Like Nigeria, they don't know what they're doing. Although now, every member, in a House Assembly, they have APC majority. Where are we going to? What will help us? So, they amend this constitution law, this election law, that election must be by, the federal result must be election will transmit immediately. In every village in Nigeria now, you see POS operating. If you ask them, they say no, network is not a village, a lie. In almost every village in Nigeria now, you see somebody operating POS. POS is not network they're using.
Yes, sir.
You want to work? So why can't you? They know the truth. They will go out and see the good things. They will not bring it here. They will only copy bad things. Copying tax or Igbo tax. You are copying Igbo tax. You do know what Igbo they're doing there for the people there? Is to copy Igbo that fuel is very expensive in America. How much will get motor there? The more you have car in America, the more they tax you. The government provides a good transport system that you can even abandon your car. But here, no. Where's the transportation? If you enter one chance, they will carry you, go and kill you. Every Nigerian is struggling to get his own car. So I will be a little safe. Build your own house. Open your own plumb water. Carry your children to private hospital. If you want to die, go to government hospital. You will die. So what are they doing? They're not doing anything.
All right, thank you. Let's take more calls, okay? Thank you so much. Sir. Thank you for calling. 08036929933. That's the number. The WhatsApp number is 0817175638. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Is this Mayor?
My name is Obinna, calling from Ejibo.
All right, Obinna, welcome. Please go ahead.
Whether Christian genocide or are they killing, even though it's Muslim, why are you killing them? What makes you to kill them? Who deserves to die? If I'm hearing the story of Nigeria, all these things Mr. Martin say, they are all true. Sure. There is no denial on all these things. What are they doing with the human blood? Killings everywhere. I'm very, very annoyed. I'm very, very angry with this country. There is killing, too much killing. We don't need all these things. Hey, assuming that there is no killing by now, Esther, how Nigeria could have been sweet? Go to government hospital. People are dying. Expect the killing, no. Without the killing, people are dying because if you are sick now, you can't go to hospital. You will be afraid. Typhoid before you cure malaria, you will spend up to 100,000. Go to general hospital, you will see adult crying because of test of maybe 5,000, 10,000 they wrote for him. I don't know the type of government, I don't know the type of human being we have in this country. Do they remember that when we die, God will ask them questions? Do they think that if this world finish on earth, there is life after death? I don't know the type of leaders we have. I don't know the type of human being ruling this country. For goodness sake. Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. All right. 080-3692-9933. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. What's your name, please?
My name is Cindy calling from Ejigbo.
Cindy from Ejigbo.
Yes.
All right, Cindy, please go ahead.
It's just a pity and a shame that this type of sound is coming from a whole senator. But I think...
Hello? Hello? Oh, wow. Please kindly call back. Good evening, Esan Kamerd Ekundai. God bless you for a good job. Nigeria with news every day. When and the senators and members of the House of Reps were shouting on your mandate, we shall stand like primary school children. Most Nigerians know what is really happening, but we choose to be silent. Now Donald Trump has finally opened the APC government to the world. Nigerian masses are living in abject poverty a day from Lagos. Good evening, Sister Esther. The set of people killing Nigerians are from one set of religion. That alone points to the kind of war we're facing in Nigeria. To me, it's a religious agenda from Friday in Lagos. Thank you, Mr. Martins, for your analysis. Esther, stop calling this failure of a government. APC and propaganda is 5 and 6. It's still painful that Mark Yakubu put us in this mess and went freely. 320 billion naira down the drain. All those shouting, America is coming for our resources. Now politicians' resources, so Esther Messiah Kondaya, even if such a tape was played during election tribunal sitting, they would claim the evidence was not enough to validate or cancel the result. Opposition should play it to the judges. The current INEC chair, Esther, Trump has issued threats to Nigeria's terrorists, but government bootlickers have left the substance and prefer to attack Peter Obi. I will not be surprised to hear them blame Obi for inviting America to Nigeria. Tony Anele from Ijagamo. They're already doing that. The supposed internet propagandists or something like that, they're already saying that that's why he traveled to the US. So, but it is expected. They're doing their jobs. Good evening, good Nigerians. As the good work, we need a rescue in this Nigerian government, whether international or internal. Let them come and rescue us here, please. God bless Trump for interfering. Tony Mars from Ilasamaja. For many years now, the nation has stuffed so much in the hands of terrorists, bandits, and kidnappers, and the government have proven to be very incapacitated. Please, any nation that can help us should be fast, and anybody found to oppose it is a suspect. As said, the collection of money from politicians is not the real problem. After all, Labour Party won elections in Lagos without giving shishi. If INEC can transmit results electronically, all this vote buying and selling will be over. Greetings to VOP family for the good job. Your guest Martin Zonovio was factual and plain with his submissions. Please do bring him regularly. People that build on lies can never build a healthy economy and prosperous society. Rotimi from Mafuluku. Good evening, Esther. You see, once I was young and now I am about 50. I have never benefited anything in Nigeria, even as a citizen. What else can I say? There's nothing to write about Nigeria. Thank you. Coolio from Ikotu. All right, from Roberts. Good evening, Esther. Please, why is it that we can no longer call on your program through WhatsApp, but we can use it to call on the Yoruba newspaper program and other programs on VOP? To call the phone line is not easy for some of us. So sometimes I will dial the number up to 50 times, but it won't go through. I don't know, Mr. Roberts. I think it's the internet is. By this time of the day, I really don't know, to be honest. Maybe in the morning, the way people use it is reduced, but by this time of the day, I really cannot explain. I am so sorry. Mabinu, please. I don't know what the issue is because I'm currently on WhatsApp now reading out messages. Good evening, Esther, the lady with vitamin C voice, and the guest in the studio. Thank you. Esther, I'll be the last person to pity the government of Tinubu and late Buhari's government because they brought for themselves the calamities that has befallen them. As for today, Esther, never you in life destroy someone to rise, because when you eventually rise, you would definitely be brought down by your evil deeds in the past. You must surely reap what you sow in life. Esther, mark my word, the president and their followers will never enjoy their regime as far as God is concerned. The president and his followers that destabilize the government of good luck will reap more. Okay? All right. Let's be very careful with what we say. Please don't insult or curse the president. All right, like I said, choose your phrases, choose your words. The monitoring is very intense now. I hope you can understand that. Good evening, VOP. Your guest is on point this evening. Even when you join APC, your brain stops working. Miscreants like the persons he mentioned of all know that they are a no-brainer. But the truth is that their end is near. Trump has started it already. Very soon, they will have no place to hide. The senator from Texas, United States, is not taking any chances to intimate Trump with the shenanigans happening in Nigeria because he has so many people from Nigeria in his state. So Trump is getting the right information from the right person. So people like Daniel Boala and FFK should reactivate their brains to make it start working again. Chris from Eba. Good evening. Honestly, it beats my imagination that some obedience accused President Tinubu and APC of election rigging in the 2023 election. At the same time, also mock him the same election for losing Lagos State, his local government, and even his ward in Bordelon, as well as the federal capital territory, Abuja. So why didn't Tinubu and APC rig the elections in those lost places? Also, I laugh when people accuse the Yoruba of tribalism, despite giving Tinubu 25% in the 2023 election, but praises the Igbos as patriotic for giving Peter Obi over 90% votes in the southeast. This is from Daily from Ikorodu. All right, Daily, well done. Good evening, Esther, and splendid evening. The rate of the continuous deception of this administration is grossly alarming and unfortunate. Remember, a government that weaves deception into its rule betrays not just its citizens, but the very trust that binds a nation together. When those in power hide the truth, they rob the people of their voice, for no choice is free without knowledge. Deceit from government is a silent theft, stealing the clarity and unity of those it claims to serve. The greatest harm of a deceptive state is not the lie itself, but the erosion of faith in the collective good. A nation misled by its leaders walks blindly towards a future it did not choose. Temi Tokwe from Ejigbo, Lagos. Good evening, to you, Sister Esther. The man has spoken very well. When he said concerning those killers happened to be what I was even discussing with one Muslim man today, that the killers will be killing people with cutlass and will be shouting Allahu Akbar. That Muslims should say no to that, even if they're not in support of them. Thanks, Godson from Suliri. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Lawal Diwali from Oshodi. 1. I don't blame the opposition so much, especially those who defected to APC. Most of them have been frustrated silently by APC. We can observe that from Senator Natasha and Governor Adeleke of Osun State. Why this admission are scared when American president said they're coming to deal with terrorists? APC created during the former Goodluck my concern is that I'm begging every Nigerian who has access to hashtag American government and other international communities that it isn't only terrorists that are attacking us there, it's much corruption in the government, brutal injustice. The APC administration have created much suffering and hardship to the lives of Nigerian citizens. Nigerians really need international communities to help on electoral reform before 2027 elections. Hello, good evening, how are you?
Hello, yeah, good evening, Esther.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Well, thank God. Are you too?
What's your name?
Well, my name is Biodo.
Your name is what?
Biodo.
Biodun?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Biodun, good evening. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Fagba.
From Fagba? Wow. How is Fagba this evening, sir?
Fagba is cool.
All right.
School and camp.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, yeah. A nice one from Mr. Kodayo.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to talk about this electoral reform and what have you.
Okay.
You see, we need to learn from mistake. That's what the constitution says is different from being sentimental.
Okay.
Yeah, not selection. The opposition missed it out because they don't have good representatives in all the polling booths. So they don't have returning agent. And when they go to the court of law, they ask them that, okay, where are the manual reports? They could not have the fact with them. Then they talk about glitches. In America, even in UK, there used to be glitches even if you are watching BBC or CNN. Sometimes the network can be erratic. Look at what is happening to your studio now. They even link you up. So now, we are not mature yet for this electoral debate. What they need to do the right thing, what the constitution says is that, okay, all participants should have representatives in all polling booths manually. You have the result with you. So now whatever they are declaring, then you contact your agent to confirm the result from your agent. If you don't do that and you don't have that, that means you don't have the fact. That's the reason why they lost in both Supreme Court and in Supreme Court in the last election. So they need to go back to the drawing board, set the structure, have a representative in all the polling booths. Let that one be the place for us before we'll be talking of this electronic voting system. They should learn from mistakes. That's number one. Number two, please, Esther. We need not to be economical with truth. I don't like the way INEC Kanu is being treated. If they want to prosecute him, they should prosecute him. But adjourning and delaying is not the best. But we cannot run away from the fact that he doesn't have any case to answer. We need to be truthful with ourselves. The delay is what I don't like. So they should treat the matter as a matter of urgency and let us know the fate instead of keeping. Look at Buhari, kept him throughout this administration.
Yeah.
Now Asiwaju now continue with the same system. So whatever they want to decide, they should decide on time so that he can learn one or two lessons and go back to the drawing board and repackage himself. If they don't want the way he was doing it before, then he can learn one or two lessons. And then someone is like you understand what I'm trying to say? So the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, even now it's making it worse for not even having a lawyer to defend him.
All right.
So it's another thing. They need to be truthful and let him understand, okay, do the right thing, then the government too can be able to treat the matter with urgency. But they should do the right thing.
All right.
To prepare themselves for future election and have representatives in all polling booths. So that
all right. Thank you, Mr. Biodun. Thank you so much. We actually get your point of view. God bless you, sir. 08036929933. Turn down the volume of your radio, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
My name is Esther Wachuku, sir.
Sorry, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Please, Esther, help me call Mr. Martin. Tell him that Nigeria is happy with him, that Nigeria is praying for him, that God will continue to bless him. I don't know that there are people also who can be this raw in speaking the truth. And I greet Mr. Ekunda too. May God bless you all. I don't think I have much to say because Mr. Martin has said everything. So keep a good work. God bless you. My name is Nancy JC. I'm coming from Mochodi.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for calling. All right. 08036929933. That's the number. And the WhatsApp number is 0817-175-6338. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, what's your name, ma?
My name is Yika. Calling from Ikoku.
Eyika?
Yeah, Yika.
Yinka. Okay.
Yes.
See, madam. The way you're calling your name. Oh, sweet girl. Yinka, good evening. Welcome. Please go ahead, ma.
Alright, please, I want to talk about the issue of Trump coming to Nigeria.
Alright,
okay. You know, he said he wants to come and do something about killing of Christians Muslims. Do they have a particular place where the Muslims are, or do you have any targets where they want to destroy it, or anywhere they tell people that the Muslims are? Because this thing, I don't know, it's just a politician thing they are using there in killing themselves. They are killing Muslims too. Both Christian and Muslim are dying there. It's just the government just has something to do about the security of this in Nigeria. It's getting out of hand.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Yinka. So, Yinka, I'm not analyzing, but I'm just going to tell you what it is. The governor of Zamfara State recently told us that they know where these guys are. That's the governor of the state in Nigeria. He says they have their intelligence. They have their tracking. They know the enclaves of where these guys stay. But the only thing is they do not have the astute authority, the unilateral authority to mandate the security agencies to rout out those guys. In other words, Abuja needs to send troops. Abuja needs to order for that routing out. So imagine if a governor knows where these individuals are. How do you think the US wouldn't know? I also want to take your mind back to when Jonathan was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They brought in some external mercenaries. These were white guys. There's a particular day I'm going to play a recount of what the mercenaries experienced, what the politics that dissolved their operation, and they were gaining grounds in, routing out these guys. They were just 30 in a room. They used technology to track this guy's movement. That is, in other words, to track them in such a way that there will be no civilian casualties. And you heard my analyst tell you, that's Mr. Martin Zanovo, that whenever they send sleeping gas to the camps of these guys, so they sleep off and they do what they need to do so that those that they have kidnapped are not hurt in any way. So that's basically what Trump is trying to do. Also, Trump claims that there is no sincerity or purpose within Nigeria's security architecture. Sometimes intelligence is leaked to these terrorists, and they found the weapons that Nigeria purchases from them in the hands of these terrorists. In other words, they feel that they can provide assistance, but it will be something they can do on their own. But we cannot exclude politics out of this though. But that's basically what Trump is saying. Trump is not coming to take over your governance or bomb your country. He's literally offering military assistance if your military is overwhelmed in handling this on their own.
And he said it specifically that he's coming for the terrorists. I don't know why people keep saying this.
Not Nigerians.
They just change it to change the narrative. He said terrorists is coming to yes.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome. What's your name?
Macaulay from Mafoluku.
Macaulay from Mafoluku. Macaulay, please go ahead.
This is so grateful for having such a brilliant colleague on Novo.
Okay.
And for students. It is my worry that name APC and the government. I don't even like that name because that is old men, that bad old men that's happening to Nigeria. So normally the people, every day shedding blood, everyone is lamenting. Not even, don't they have blood in their own body? All those people that are being killed there and there, because they are not their people. Is that what they're saying? Now, instead of them to encourage Trump to come to help them out of this mess, that brings APC propaganda to destroy such move. But I tell you, with the spirit of good Nigerians and the prayers of God, APC will collapse alongside with the blood they are shedding. God bless you, God bless you, and God bless Kundayo and VOK, our India.
Thank you very much.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Austin Alaba, Esther, please kindly bring this man, Martins, and Barrister Darlington and Ekundayo together on Thursday. In fact, you'll make my day. God bless you, Esther. Good evening, Esther, Mr. Martins, Mr. Lawai. I thought it's only Barrister Darlington that has that has ballistic missiles in his mouth. I didn't know that Mr. Martins has bunker buster rockets too. It's high time we rise up and call out these criminal elements, irrespective of their tribe or religion, if we truly want a united Nigeria. As for alleged Wike's leaked audio, voice experts will tell the truth if that's his real voice, and in a sinner climb, he'll be jailed if found culpable. From Chief Udo. Good evening, Esther and the guests in the studio. God bless you, Mr. Martins. You said it as it is. The government, hallelujah boy, should keep on shouting till eternity. The president and APC government is aiding this banditry in this country and are now twisting what Trump said. Trump said that if the government refuses to stop the killing in Nigeria, he will come in and invade the terrorists. But APC decided to twist the narrative. As for the opposition, Esther, please stop saying that oppositions are not doing enough. APC have captured every institution, and that's why people like Wike will be using Justice Omotosho to scuttle every move PDP makes. Nigeria as a country is now one-man private business. KC from Ijesha. Okay. All right, thank you very much. Good evening, VOP, Mr. Martins, Onovo, Mr. Lawai Ekunda in the studio. This is a very long read. I'm so sorry, I can't take it. Good evening, Lady Esther, Ms. Ekunda, Mr. Martins. On Trump's statement, yes, he is right by calling Nigeria a disgraced nation in the sense that terrorists has been terrorizing the nation for almost decades, but no tangible action from Nigeria. From the Nigerian government. Instead, ruling class busy going about their political permutations every day. And you think the world are not seeing everything going on? Government should redeem its image in the eyes of advanced nations, not to keep defending what is not defendable. From Babalola Williams, Magodo. Blessed evening, Esther. Do you remember when the Canadian court labeled APC and PDP as a terrorist group? Let them come to correct the errors, because I believe the US are coming for the terrorist sponsors and not against the ordinary Nigerian people. Nevertheless, I thought the president is an asset to the United States. Does it mean he has stopped paying his dues to them? I come in peace. So my name is Roland from Ayatoro. All right, we'll take a very short break and then we'll wrap up.
My people, how they go, God go do good for us. Now Kudos Homes Limited carry me come say make I come tell you now how you go become landlord landladies. Now Christmas and New Year promo then carry come. We get 20% on